Hey everyone, Paul Williams from Develop Mind, helping midlife men regain the confidence they once had to own their future again by using bespoke, tailored and expert master NLP tools and techniques. You joined me out on location again today in my on my local beach in South Wales. It's an absolutely gorgeous day down here today. The tide has just gone out, as you can see from the wet sand behind me. But it's an absolutely stunning day on the beach here today. So, I'm curious, your New Year's resolution, which you've probably made, I don't know how many you made, 9, 10 maybe. How are you feeling about how those have gone for you so far? Have you achieved them? Do you feel as if you're making progress to achieve them? And how do these resolutions compare to the ones that you may have taken last year? Now, my guess, and this is purely an assumption, okay, I'm reading your mind at the moment, but my guess is that 2020 so far has been no different from 2019 or 2018 or 2017, however far back you want to go. It's probably no different, and it's probably going to be no different from 2021, 2022. So here's a suggestion for you. Sometimes there are so many negative things that come our way that it's difficult for us to kind of see our way through. Now, what I mean by that is that as positive as we try to be, as positive as we think we are, there are always things that we pick up from the news, the newspapers, social media, friends, family, whatever it may be. And those things can always affect us. And they can affect us to the point that they can change the way that you see your own world. Now, what I mean by that is that if you go back millions of years to when men were hunter-gatherers, when we lived in caves and so on, and you know, and the men of the tribe would go out and kill a saber-toothed tiger and all that kind of thing for food. If you go back to that time, we never knew where food was coming from. So we would need to go out, kill our food, consume it as quickly as we could, because we may then have days or a week or whatever it was back in those days, because time was irrelevant back then. But there was always a period of time where maybe no food would be available. So it was pretty much a case of gorging on what we had. So come forward millions of years again, and although gorging on that food at that point was the right thing to do, because we never knew where the next meal was coming from, that's not the appropriate way forward for us today. Because with so much fast food available, food in supermarkets, all those kinds of things, there's no reason why we have to gorge today. Okay, so just park that for a minute, and I'll you kind of see where I'm going with this now. Now, in simple terms, if you think about the power of 4, whenever we get a negative response from somebody, whether that's a partner, whether that's a friend, whether it's a work colleague or a manager, one negative comment or one piece of negative feedback can affect us quite considerably, and that can stay with us all our lives. Whereas a positive piece of feedback, again, whether that's family, friends, work colleague, or manager, one positive piece of feedback we forget about. It makes very little difference to us. So if you think about how that negative feedback can affect you, one of the things it's likely to do is to change the way that you feel about yourself, and you'll end up comfort eating. Or you may end up, finding solace in a bottle, which is not appropriate, as we know. But that does happen. So think about the power of 4. For every one negative thing that happens in our lives which can seriously impact how we think about ourselves and how we think about our lives, there are always at least 3 positive things that happen to balance that off. Okay, that's one negative, takes at least 3 positives to come back to us, to realign that balance. So try not to be negative. Whatever happens around you, I know it's difficult, whatever happens around you, try not to be negative. Do your very best to always be positive. Because the more positive you can be, the better, the more positive impact you can have on other people. So my suggestion to you for 2020 is whatever your resolutions are, try going on a low bad diet. Forget the bad, get the bad out of the equation, right? We don't want bad, we don't do bad, we only do good. So just do your best, think about that positive, giving that positive vibe to people that you live with, people that you work with, even your managers. Do your very best, and you'll be surprised how positive it'll make you feel, because you'll develop your own positivity vibe inside yourselves as well. So that's my link back to Stone Age Man, if you like, when we needed to gorge on food because that's all we knew. But things can change so easily now. Whenever we're in a negative position, the one thing we can so easily do is to gorge on other things, other negative things. Food just being one example, alcohol being just one example. So the more positive you are, the more positive you can make yourself feel. You'll be feeding yourself that positivity, and the more positive you'll continue to be in your life. Just think about that. How would that feel? Just imagine being the most positive that you've ever been in your life. How would that feel? If you'd like to know more, call me 01639 500 540. Visit my website, email me info@developed-mind.com, or visit me on Instagram or Facebook, and I will see you soon. Hope you have a lovely day, and I will catch you soon. Bye for now.